This report brought to you by the Richmond Club, where investors and high-growth companies meet.
I'm Galid Solomon for the Richmond Report. It's estimated that approximately 80 million ounces of gold have been produced out of the Sierra Madre belt in Mexico to date. It's one of the features that's attracted Mammoth Resources to the region. I had a chance to sit down with the CEO of the company to learn more about why he believes now is the time for investors to take note. So Tom, we're going to launch straight into a conversation about the company. And of course, if you can give us about a 30-second overview of Mammoth Resources, please.
Okay, well, Mammoth Resources is a gold, silver exploration company. We have a amazing asset in the Sierra Madre. Remember the Humphrey Bogart movie, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre? So a prolific gold belt in northwestern Mexico, and it's been drilled. There's been 26 drill holes into the project, of which 18 are potentially economical. And recently we signed an agreement with Centerra Gold, which is a $2 billion market cap company, to invest up to 13 million Canadian in exploring the property to earn a 70% interest. And so they're now funding our exploration going forward based on the success of our efforts previously.
Right. I'm very curious about the location itself. What can you tell us about it?
Well, look, it's a prolific gold belt. I think historical production in this area is about 80 million ounces. And I think if you went back the last 25 years and looked at, I mean, these are all very well-known names. If you looked at the various companies that have been developing, and some even mined out mines, there's about 40 million ounces that have been found, mined, and discovered in that period of time in this area, like within a couple of 100 kilometers of where we are located.
And we want to learn a little bit more about you. You're at the helm of this company. Investors always are curious about, well, you know, who is at the head of a company. What can you tell us about yourself and your experience?
Well, I'm a geologist, so I worked in the field in exploration and mine development for about a 7-8 year period throughout the Americas. I'm bilingual, Spanish and English, English-Spanish. And I then got an MBA, and I worked in corporate investment banking. I worked for some large cap companies in investor relations, corporate development. I've done equity financings, mergers and acquisitions, and I've been CEO of 2 previous companies, Crowflight Minerals and Castle Gold, and they did very well during my tenure for shareholders.
So you know what you're talking about, is what you're saying.
Well, I think so. There's been some success, and I've got a good. I've got all of the elements that one would need in this position.
Okay, let's now delve into a little bit more detail when it comes to the kind of information that investors would be looking for, and why should investors be taking note of Mammoth Resources right now?
Yeah, well, look, every company is going to say they're undervalued, but just to give you, or put that in context, we are right now at the lowest valuation, or equal to the lowest valuation we've ever been. If you went back to late 2015 when gold was $300 an ounce less than it is right now, we hadn't spent $800,000 on a drill program of which we had significant success, and we hadn't attracted a $2 billion market cap company to invest in our project, we have the same market valuation that we had at that time. So that just simply doesn't make sense. Now our 52-week high-low is 12 cents and 3.5, kind of where we are right now, based on about a $4,000 trade yesterday or sale yesterday. So our valuation is very low. We've got a huge deposit. Like, we're talking 15 square kilometers of ubiquitous gold mineralization, and you don't get gold in an area of that size, in the type of deposit that we have, without it being a robust mineralizing system. Now, we've drill tested it in sporadic areas at about 4 kilometers of a 5-kilometer trend, and it's the results of that attracted a $2 billion market cap company, Centerra Gold, to invest in this property. So those are 3 components which I think really show an opportunity as far as an investment. Centerra is going to be drilling that project later this year, and they anticipate drilling like a really robust drill program, and so shareholders will be exposed to the results of that drilling in a project that's had good results in the past.
I was going to ask you, what's ahead in 2019 for Mammoth, and I'm assuming that's a big part of it.
Exactly. It was Centerra. Look, we signed a deal late December 20th, and a month later they were on the ground. They had brought experts from around the world to to review our asset so they all could commiserate on the exploration program. So right now they're involved in mapping and sampling, familiarizing themselves with the geology, and then taking what we learned from our drill program and applying it as they go over the property again, mapping and sampling. So that'll take a couple of months. They're then going to cover the rest of the property with geophysics. We did geophysics, and that led to some of our drill targeting, but we only covered about 40% of the property because we didn't know if it would work. So we wanted to first cover a portion of it and then test it with the drilling. We had good results. Now they're going to go in with their expertise. They have in-house geophysical experts. And so they're going to go in and they're going to do geophysics, and then from that, they'll generate drill targets.
Very good. Tom Atkins, the CEO of Mammoth Resources, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
For more on the company, head to www.mammothresources.ca. And if you'd like to learn more about high-growth companies, don't forget to like and follow us. I'm Galit Solomon for the Richmond Report.
If you enjoyed this video, please let us know. You've been watching the Richmond Club Report. If you've just come across this channel, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'm sure you'll find a lot of interesting and lucrative investment and trading ideas around here. We'll see you again soon on the next video. Cheers, guys. Have an amazing and profitable day.